7 warnings before you buy that multi-million dollar home. You've worked hard, been smart with your finances, and now you're standing at the edge of a dream, your dream home. A multi-million dollar estate with marble countertops, golden faucets, heated floors, and maybe even that winding driveway you've always wanted. But before you sign on the dotted line, let's just take a pause. Sometimes what glitters is just another expense waiting to happen. I've seen too many people rush in and bite off more than they can chew when it comes to finally buying their dream homes that I couldn't do another video without confronting this important topic. In today's video, I'll cover 7 words of caution before buying that dream home of yours. Let's go. So you found the perfect sprawling estate. There's a home office or 2, space for a gym, and the most beautiful open kitchen with a Wolf stove and built-in espresso machine. You're absolutely loving the extra space and can't wait to show your friends and throw your first dinner party. Sounds amazing, right? But here's the catch. There's a hidden cost to that dream house of yours. In fact, many. So let's get started. The cost and time to clean that mansion. Okay, so have you considered who's going to keep that 3, 4, or even 5,000 square foot home clean? Unless you don't mind some dirt and dust, a larger home oftentimes means more hours spent dusting, vacuuming, or hiring someone to do it for you. And let me tell you, professional cleaning costs here in Central Oregon can add up really fast. You're looking at anywhere between $30 to $65 an hour on average per person or more in certain areas. That's hundreds of dollars weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly. I'll give you an example. We had a cleaning crew for some time. They did a decent job, not great, and I knew I needed to find someone new. I interviewed a highly recommended team. They walked in, looked around, and said, "You definitely need a deep clean." And I agreed. Then they said, "That'll be $1,500. And I thought, we did not just survive a hurricane, and I don't live in a castle, but I'm a bit of a clean freak, and they did a great job convincing me that it would be sparkling like new after they were done. Our home has some wood detail, and getting the cupboards and the closets, let's just say it would take me a few weeks to get sparkling new kind of results. So we said yes. Halfway through the job, when I saw their quality start to tank, they admitted that it was taking longer than they'd expected or planned on, and actually only planned to be there about a day. So let's just say they didn't do the job they said they would, and after doing the math, they expected $150 an hour each. Be sure you get clear expectations hammered out before you commit. I guess I didn't do a good enough job. And it's okay to haggle a little. Needless to say, we parted ways, found a better team later for a quarter of the cost, and they do a great job. But this is an expense a lot of homeowners don't consider. Major repairs and costs you didn't expect. There's a moment every luxury homeowner has. You're sipping coffee, staring at your breathtaking custom hardwood floors, when suddenly you notice a bubble, a warp, a creak. In a high-end home, repairs are not just a Home Depot run. They're a whole operation. If you need replacements, expect hardwood floors to run you about $15 to $25 a square foot. Tile is $12 to $20 a square foot, and high-end carpet $8 to $15 a square foot. Some friends of ours who recently bought a beautiful $4 million home wanted to make some adjustments to their cabinetry. They've gone to numerous contractors for estimates, and the cost? Well, one of the estimates was $130,000. We're not talking all the cabinets, just some open shelving they wanted converted to cabinets. That's what some people pay for their first home. And your roof? A luxury roof replacement with architectural shingles or metal roofing can run anywhere from $20,000 to $75,000 and above. And here's the part you might not know. Some insurance companies won't even insure your home unless that roof is within warranty. Otherwise, you might be footing the whole bill up front before they'll insure your house. Major repairs and replacements like these are things many people overlook, but they can quickly eat into your savings if you're not prepared. If you're serious about moving to Oregon, we can help with understanding some of these costs and what to expect. We love helping people just like you find your ideal locations and dream homes all over Oregon, but we can't help you if you don't reach out. You can give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email, whatever works best for you, and we'll get you plugged in. We work with knowledgeable and thorough home inspectors, so you don't find yourself in a bad situation, and can even recommend some great cleaning crews. Let there be light if you can reach it. Speaking of high-end finishes, you know those gorgeous custom lighting fixtures and spotlights all throughout your house to highlight the fine artwork on your walls? They're stunning. But when it's time to replace bulbs 30 feet up, you might need a crane. We learned this the hard way when we had some bulbs go out in our house. We had to hire a crane in order to change them. And the bulbs in our fixtures were incandescent and discontinued. Apparently, traditional incandescent light bulbs were banned in 2023 because they didn't meet the new per watt standard for light bulbs. Who knew? So replacing the multitude of custom lighting bulbs to LED lighting held a price tag of about $4,000. We did replace some of our light fixtures, but hiring an electrician for all that labor was another $4,000. These kinds of costs can sneak up on you. If you find this information helpful, please be sure to hit that subscribe button and tap the bell so you get notified every time I come out with a new video. It also alerts the algorithm to put my video in front of other people that would find this information helpful too. If there's a topic I didn't cover in this video, feel free to leave a comment. Thanks a ton, and back to our regularly scheduled program. Fact number 4, you don't always know what's behind the walls. When you buy a custom or older luxury home, you can't always trust that the plumbing or installation was done properly. I've been there, a pipe burst in the middle of winter, and trust me, you do not want to deal with that. Water everywhere it shouldn't be, and water bills that would make you cry. Luckily, our foundation and house weren't affected, and we didn't need to repair anything big but the pipe underground. Insurance helped, but we still had to deal with hauling water from the neighbor's outdoor hose just to do our dishes for about a week. If you're spending everything you have and not leaving a buffer, a single failure could create major chaos for you too. Luxury on the surface doesn't always mean quality behind the drywall. You want to be sure you're working with a knowledgeable real estate broker who can recommend a thorough home inspector like the ones we work with, so you don't end up in a money pit. Cost of heating and cooling. Now, if you're thinking that gorgeous new home of yours is going to be cozy all year round, think again, especially if it's 4,000 or 5,000 square feet. Keeping a large home warm or cool can be outrageously expensive. In fact, you might find yourself cutting back on the thermostat to save on utility bills. Heating and cooling an entire house with rooms you don't even use can add up to hundreds of dollars extra per month, depending on where you live. It's a hidden cost that you might decide you'd rather spend on that Polynesian vacation you've been dreaming of. HOA fees and property maintenance. Okay, let's talk about the outside. Higher end areas can come with high HOA fees, sometimes even additional costs for security, like a guard at the gate. And if your dream is to have some extra space and maybe even some acreage, maintaining it can be a hassle. Whether it's keeping trees trimmed for fire safety, maintaining a snowy driveway, or making sure your yard stays green in the summer, these things can really add up. HOA fees can be anywhere from $300 to $1,500 a month. Gate guards or private roads, those are extra. You'll want to be sure you get these details before you jump in. Land management, especially with acreage, it's $5,000 to $10,000 a year just for snow removal, fire safety clearing, and irrigation. Again, it all depends, but I'm just here to get you thinking about the added costs before you end up in a position of wondering where all your savings went. Which brings me to my final topic. The market could make you wait or lose money. Luxury homes can take longer to sell in some instances, especially in a volatile market. You could find yourself stuck holding onto your dream home for months or longer. And if you're in a hurry to move, well, you might even lose some money. When it comes time to sell, people often forget that custom features, while amazing to you, might not be so amazing to others. You might love your custom cowhide teepee chandelier, but will your next buyer? Yes, we actually had one of those in our home from the previous owner, thus the expensive lighting shenanigans. Buying a luxury home can be an amazing experience and a dream come true for most people. My hope is that this video helps shine a light on some things you might have overlooked to help you avoid possible downsides before you take the leap. If you're serious about moving to Oregon and considering where to live and what's the best investment for your situation, reach out. We absolutely love helping people just like you find the right type of home and location that best fits your needs. Give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email, whatever works best for you. Nights, weekends, whenever, we'll get you plugged in. And until next time, stay tuned for my next video where I'll tell you everything you need to know about vibrantly living in Oregon. Until next time.